It's a strange thing, isn't it? How can the relationships that bring us the most joy also, so often, become our greatest source of pain? We've all seen it. A lot of us have lived it. Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive deep into Eckhart Tolle's pretty profound answer and his guide to completely transforming them. Tolle really hits the nail on the head with this one. It's a story we all know. You meet someone, everything is amazing, it's full of promise, and then, before you know it, you're on this roller coaster of affection and, well, total hostility. So what's going on here? How does something so good turn so bad? Okay, so let's get into it. Let's really try to unpack this painful cycle, this slide from pure bliss into total conflict. Why does what we call love seem to have this built-in self-destruct button? And this just lays it all out, doesn't it? The two sides of the coin. First, you've got the high, that incredible in-love feeling where everything is perfect. You feel whole, you feel alive, like your life finally means something. But then, boom, the crash. Suddenly, it's all arguments, bitterness, these brutal emotional attacks. And the craziest part? The person who you thought completed you is now the one you feel is destroying you. So this makes you wonder, and it's the big question Toll poses. Was that initial feeling actually love? Or was it something else entirely? Like an addiction? A kind of desperate grasping to fill a void inside? And right here, this is where we get to the heart of Tolle's whole diagnosis. He says, look, this whole love-hate thing, it's not actually about love, not really. It's the ego playing its desperate games. So, the ego, what is that really? Well, according to Tolle, it's that constant voice in your head, the part of you that feels like a separate me, a me that's kind of incomplete, always needing something more. It builds its whole identity on stuff outside of you, your job, what you own, your social status, and, most powerfully, other people. See, the ego is on this constant hunt for a savior. It's looking for that one thing or that one person who's going to finally fix it, make it feel whole, and get rid of all that underlying fear and neediness. And a romantic partner? Man, that looks like the ultimate prize. The ego just latches on, thinking, finally, this person is going to save me. And this cycle here, it's just like a drug addiction. Seriously. Step one, you get the high. Your partner is the drug, and they completely mask that inner pain you're carrying around. But then what happens? Step two, tolerance. The drug just doesn't hit the same way anymore. The magic starts to fade. And then, step three, the crash. That old pain, that feeling of not enough, it all comes roaring back, and it feels even more intense. So what's the final step? Blame. We look at our partner and we say, it's your fault. You are the reason I feel this pain. And what's pouring gasoline on this fire? It's something Tolle calls the pain body. Just imagine it's this entity inside you, made up of all the accumulated emotional junk from your past that you never really dealt with. Most of the time, it's just sleeping. But in a close relationship, when your ego isn't getting its fix, that thing wakes up, and it is hungry for drama. Okay, so that sounds pretty bleak, right? If that's the problem, is there a solution? Yes. And this is where things get really interesting because Tolle completely flips our idea of what a relationship is even supposed to be. And this right here, this is the big one. Your relationship is here to make you conscious, not happy. We all get into them thinking, this person will make me happy. Tolle says, nope, wrong goal. Their real job, their higher purpose, is to wake you up. So what does that mean? It means all that fighting, all that drama, it's not a bug. It's a feature. It's not the relationship failing. It's the relationship doing its job perfectly. It's dragging all your unconscious stuff, your ego, your pain body, out into the light. Why? So you can finally see it, deal with it, and be free. It's a massive opportunity. And just like that, your relationship stops being about getting your needs met and becomes your spiritual practice, your sadhana. Think of it like a spiritual gym, where every single interaction is a chance to strengthen your awareness. All right, that sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? How do you turn your messy relationship into a spiritual practice? Well, Tolle's answer is simple, but it's not easy. It's all about something called presence. So what is presence? It's basically being the silent watcher of your own mind. You just step back and notice your thoughts, notice your emotions, without getting all tangled up in them. You realize you're not the anger, You're the awareness watching the anger. And that awareness, that's the secret weapon against the ego and the pain body. So, in the real world, what does this look like? Well, you stop judging yourself. You stop judging your partner. You let go of that desperate need to win every single argument. And here's the big one. You just accept your partner exactly as they are. No projects, no trying to fix them. You just hold this space of awareness for them, even when they're lost in their own unconsciousness, and you don't react. You see, instead of meeting their darkness with your own darkness, you bring in the light of your presence. You're not fighting the delusion anymore. You're just seeing it and allowing it to be there in this space of calm, loving awareness. And that, right there, is where the magic happens. That's what allows for real transformation. And when you can do this, when you can consistently choose presence instead of reaction, something new actually has a chance to show up. Something Tolle calls true love. And look at the difference here. It's night and day. What we usually call love, this ego love, it's just an addiction. It's needy, it's clingy, and it can flip to hate in a split second. But true love, that's totally different. It's a state of being. It's already inside you. It has no opposite. It's just this deep recognition that you're connected to everything. So I want to leave you with this one big question to chew on. What if we've had it all backwards? What if the whole point of a relationship isn't to find someone to make our little ego happy, but to find someone who helps us see beyond the ego altogether and discover the incredible, conscious being that we've always been?